I'm John Bennett, Roll Call's White House correspondent. On Tuesday night, President Trump will make the short drive down Pennsylvania Avenue to the Capitol, where for the first time he will address a joint session of Congress. This won't be a traditional State of the Union for technical reasons, but it will be an opportunity for the new president to essentially, again, describe how he views the state of the country, lay out his plans for remedying some of the ailments that we know he sees in America. And we just wanted to take a look at 4 things that you should watch for in the speech. First, which President Trump will show up? Will we see candidate Trump, the combative, often angry and brash Trump who's looking to pick a fight with just about anybody? This includes members in the chamber who may grimace or roll their eyes or look down at a moment they disagree. If they express disagreement, how will Trump respond? Or will we get the more, dare I say, statesman-like Donald Trump? We saw this week when he went to the new Museum of African American History here in Washington. He was very subdued, not combative at all, had very nice things to say, and dare I say, looked presidential. Also saw that on Monday when he when he announced his new national security advisor. It was a very traditional scene with he sitting beside Lieutenant General H.R. McMaster. So which Trump will we see? Number 2, how many policy details will this president lay out? You know, we've sat through these things before. President Clinton, some of President Clinton's speeches come to mind that just went on and on and on with lengthy policy prescriptions and explanations why that president felt his policies were better, and really trying to sell Congress right there in the House chamber to enact his agenda or something very close. But this president has not really been a policy president so far. He wasn't a policy candidate. Big on kind of vague promises while not describing exactly how he would achieve that or what he wanted lawmakers to do legislatively. These speeches generally are a chance to do that, but we just haven't seen Trump really show interest, and that'll be one thing to watch if he really delves into, say, the specifics on healthcare reform or the specifics on tax reform. Will he tell, especially Republicans, what he wants them to do to enact his agenda, and will he signal any willingness to bend toward what congressional Republicans prefer? Because trust me, those things don't line up, and you're going to hear a lot more about that in the weeks to come. Number 3, don't expect a traditional Republican message from this president, even though he is a Republican. We saw his chief strategist, Steve Bannon, at the CPAC conference on Thursday talking about economic nationalism. That is really the Trump philosophy, the Trump ideology. And we got a glimpse of that. It's really Bannonism. And it's not, free market Republican ideas. It's bringing back manufacturing jobs, different kinds of trade deals. And that is something to watch, especially how Republicans respond, again, in the chamber and then after. Are they ready to take the party's long-held economic ideas and hand them over to Trump, who has a different set of ideas? So don't expect a traditional Republican speech. The 4th thing to keep an eye on is kind of what I've alluded to a few times already. How do Republican members respond in the chamber? The cameras will be panning around. We know there will be a camera probably set on Senate Armed Services Committee Chairman John McCain and Lindsey Graham, 2 of the more hawkish members of the Republican caucus. Trump will inevitably get to a section of his address about the state of the world, the state of threats to America. And so far, he and McCain and Graham and other hawks in the Republican caucus don't really see eye to eye. They're not even close on how to tackle these things. So what happens, say, if President Trump sees John McCain grimace, roll his eyes, lean over to Graham or a colleague, and clearly express disagreement with the president? How will Trump respond? We've seen him very combative. His first solo press conference last week at the White House was really a remarkable scene. He was very much looking for a fight with any reporter who asked a critical question or alluded to criticism. So what happens in his first time standing at that dais when he catches a Republican not agreeing with him? This could very well be the ultimate reality show. The former Apprentice star turned president. He'll also be the executive producer on Tuesday night. He'll be the star of the show. And this is a big test. I talked to some conservatives this week, and they say the stakes are pretty high for this president. Make no mistake, Tuesday is a big moment in this presidency.